Okay, hello everyone. Today, well, not today, but this lesson, we are going to be completing this obstacle course. I'm just going to show you this obstacle course. So we're going to start at this line right here, which is where the red banner is. And each time you see a red banner, it's a checkpoint. So you can actually stop there, take a break, and then you can start from the last red banner you passed. So if I've only got to here, the last red banner would be right here. So I'd start from this red block. However, if I got to all the way over here, well, the last red block or the last red banner I passed would be around about this block right here. So hopefully that makes sense. Oh, and hopefully we're not zooming in too much, but this maze is pretty simple. Most of you, well, both of you did the last lesson fairly well. So I have so much faith in the fact that you can do this. So again, here, yes, we will stop right there. So you can see some of them don't have red blocks where you stop, but if you can touch the red banner, that's enough. And here, even though you can't actually get up on these blocks to touch the red banner, this is fine too. So you can kind of use your intuition to figure out that right there. The next step starts from right here, which is this red banner. So what do? We come up and we have to try and scale this wall. So we have to figure out a way for us to say to our agent when we move up, or rather, we move up when there is something in front of us, right? Which is something we've done before. And then when there's nothing in front of us, maybe we can move down like so, right? And that's how we scale the wall. There is a little bit of a tricky part here because think about this now. If I move up like so, and then there's nothing in front of me, so I move forward. Aha, but now there's something beneath me, so I can't actually go down. So you need to check that number one, there's nothing in front of you, and there's nothing below you, which should be right here. And then you can tell your agent to move all the way down. Perfect. Now, this lava bit and this water bit is a bit tricky, but you need to be able to figure out a way where you can build something that bridges the gap between these parts. And I gave you a clue there. I said bridge the gap, right? So you're basically going to build a bridge that goes past this, not like I did, but you're going to build a bridge that goes something like, oh, I'm just breaking what I've built, something like that. But yours won't be in redstone, just to let you know. Good. I'm just going to pull that back right there. There we go. And you'll win or you'll finish once you hit this gold block right there. That's when you finish. If you do get to this point, and I'm not expecting you to get to this point, you might, and I'll be happy if you do, but it can be a little bit difficult. If you do get to that point, I can build you another maze quite quickly. So just let me know and I can help you out. So here, what I want you to do first is I want you to go through each of these mazes from right to left, excluding, meaning not including, meaning not this one, from right here. So this one, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do that now, right? And we're going to see what we can do. So I'm going to bring up my code editor, like so. You can see I've already got a subcode. Now yours won't look like this straight away because this step comes in a lot later, right? So yours will look like something like this for now. Just these 3 code blocks right at the top. 1, 2, 3, which is all we need. So we press RL, like so. And yeah, perfect. Our agent comes to us. If I move forward a little bit, I can RL again. Well, that's probably a little better. There we go. Okay. Now, what I want my agent to do is when he hits a block right here, he needs to turn left. So how do I do that? Well, we did it last lesson, but we have to make sure this is true. This is a while loop. We put in a conditional. We make sure we drag this condition on top. Where do we find this condition? Well, it's an agent. You can see it's a triangle shape, or rather a diamond shape. So we find the diamond shape. All right, it's right there. Perfect. Really good. Make sure it's switched to the right type of stone. So ours is a block. So we're going to put block here. And then we're going to get rid of this repeat 4 times because we don't need it. But we will put in, what do we need to do? We need to turn left. Okay, so we'll get agent turn left. Where's agent turn left? There we go. And we're going to get agent move forward like so. Actually, there we go, much better. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something as well. So let's actually go back, type in go. and see what happens. Let's watch from here. Go. Oh dear, that is not what I wanted it to do at all. So let's take a look and see what the issue is. So the agent moves forward. Aha, agent detect block down. That's not what we want. We wanted it to be forward. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna move my agent ready to go. I'm gonna type in right so that I can orientate my agent the right way. Now type in go. There we go. And you can see that my agent now meet the end of this maze. However, if I actually take out this while loop, let's take out this while loop. You might be thinking, oh, why do I need this while loop? Can't I just use this? Well, we're going to find out why you need the while loop, okay? Let's take a look right here. So, right there, we do the same thing again. So we go on the grid block, RL, and we type, well, we make sure it's orientated the right way. We type in left, because that turns the agent left. We type in go. You can see it only moved once then. So without the while loop, it doesn't actually go through this code more than once. It goes through it one time, finishes here, and that's it. The code stops executing. That's why we need this while loop. So we're going to put that back. And now type in go. Like so. You can see our agent gets to the end. Perfect. Really good. When you want the agent to start moving, turn this to false. Great. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our agent and take him right here. Now this is going to be a little bit different, but pretty much the same. So when we detect a block forward, we're going to go up and then keep moving forward. So what do? Agent detect block forward, agent move up by 1. Hopefully it should work. Actually, it won't work because it's on false. So make sure that it's true. And now it should work. Yeah. There we go. It's going to keep going and going because it met another block right here. But yeah, that's fine. We can actually switch that off by selecting false again. Okay. Wonderful. Now we're going to start from right here. Now this is a little bit of a trick from me. So don't let me trick you, right? Don't let me trick you. This redstone isn't actually important in this. What's important is the blocks in front of us. So what we're going to say is when we see a block in front of us, we're going to move up, which is what we've already done here, right? We already did it right there. So it's the same code. However, when we see no blocks ahead of us, we want to move forward, which is great. It's going to do that automatically. Okay. But in the obstacle course right here, you need to move back down. So how do we do that? Well, we need to make sure that there is no blocks in front of us and no blocks below us, right? Okay, so how do we do that? Let's take a look at this. So let's take a look at this rather. So if we type in go, let's do that. Type in go, what happens? Go. Okay, oh, it's because I selected false. True. Go. Go. Hopefully it's gonna go up. Yeah, the reason why it's nodding its head is because it's checking the other conditions before it moves on. Okay? And now you can see it moves there. Perfect. However, it got to this point and it just stayed here, which is not what we wanted to do. We want to go back down. So what we want to say is if else, and actually we should really move this at the bottom. Right, so because we should do the more specific thing first. Right. So we actually need to get something from the math thing right here. Oh, I think it might be. Let me actually just double check where it is. I think there we are. There we go. Boolean. Okay, so we're going to say else if age detects block forward and agent detect block down, then we're going to say something. So let's actually figure this out. Let's have a look at our agent again. What we want to say, if there's a block forward, go up. Okay, perfect. Okay. If there is a block down and nothing in front of us, that's fine. Okay. So what we want to say is when there's no block in front of us, we want to maybe move down. I think that would be a good thing to do. Okay. So let's take a look at that. Move here. and move this here, move this here. Let's get rid of this to make it really simple. So agent detect block forward, get rid of that for now. We're going to go back to the basics. Where were we? Okay. Yes, we're going to move up by 1, move up by 1. Good. Now this will get us to this point right here. And even further, it'll actually get us here. We need to do something right here. Make sure our agent is acting in the way it should act. And it's a little bit difficult to do with the code we have right here. We can use Python, but we're not going to be using Python just yet. Maybe this is going to be in a few weeks. So what can we do? Well, I'm going to make it a little bit easier for you. We're going to actually use a redstone right here. So we're going to put it on the same line, like so. There we go. We're going to make a little wall using redstone. And now, when we say redstone forward, or agent detect redstone forward, that's when we are going to say our agent should move down. Okay, I'll have that right here. I'm just going to make it a little bit so that you can see that it does work. I'm not going to do the entire thing, because it'll take a bit too long. But when you do the lesson with me, the entire thing will be done. Okay, perfect. We'll do a little bit more. This last one right here. Perfect. Okay, let's pretend we're right here. So now, agent move forward by 1, agent take block forward, and then agent move up by 1. So you can see there might be a problem here, right? Because redstone is technically classed as a block 2. So we actually need an else if statement. We want to move this right here, move this right here, and then we want to say if agent detect block redstone forward, then agent move down. The reason why we switch the order is because code usually does the more specific thing first. So we should think about the specific thing, the more special situation, and put that first. So let's see if this works. We'll go right here. Okay. RL. Go. Okay, good. It's going. And I think it should get to exactly where we want it to get to. You can see it is going down. Perfect. And so it's going to stay stuck there now. Really good. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Like that. Perfect. Good. So that's that part of the code. Okay. The next thing is, this is where it gets much more complicated. So let's actually turn this to false. Right. So very good. Okay. Good. And we're going to bring our right here. Okay. RL. Okay. RL. Right here, sorry. The one below or the one behind it. Now what we want to do is say when there's a redstone beneath us, we want to move 1, 2, 3 ahead of us. Maybe even 4. Right, and then when we get to 4, we'll get to here. There's another redstone ahead of us or below us, so we'll do another 4, like so. We should get to like here, I think, if I'm correct. Yes, we should get to here, I think, or maybe here. Let's have a look. So we're going to look at our code and say agent move forward by 1. If agent detect redstone down, then agent move forward by 1, and agent will, let's get rid of all of these to clean up, and agent will place a block down, or rather behind us. So we'll say agent place block. Where are we? Agent place behind us, behind, back, and here we're going to put this in chat command RL just so we can give our agent something to work with. So we type in RL, which I've already done, but I'm going to do it again so you can see. Type in RL, and then go. So what's the problem? Oh, it's not false. It is false. There we go. So what is the problem with this? Let's take a look. Oh, that is go. There we go. Go. Okay. Okay, it's doing something very, very weird. Okay, let's switch that to false again. So it's saying if agent, oh, that was, yes, okay. Agent move forward by 1, agent detect redstone down, agent move forward by 1. So it's getting to the end, but it's not laying bricks as we want it to lay bricks. So we need to fix that. Because what it's doing is it's saying when there's a block down, go forward and place a block behind me. But then when that does not happen, when this if statement does not happen, then it's just moving forward. And it keeps moving forward until this if statement is triggered. So we want to actually change that. So we're going to put in a loop right here, like so. Put that inside there. And now it should be much clearer. Let's look at RL. Go. Okay. And of course, I've forgotten to turn this to true. There we go. True. Okay. Go. Wonderful. Okay. So you can see we need a little bit of an adjustment because it hasn't done exactly what we wanted. Pretty close, but I think it's made one too many blocks. It should have stopped there, then seen another red block, and then done 1, 2, 3 again. So we're going to change this to 3, like so. Let's see what happens. Okay. Get rid of these blocks. Okay. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, get rid of this. It's gone, that's gone. Okay. There we go. Well, I've destroyed my wonderful white Minecraft world. Let's put these back where they were. There we go. Perfect. We're going to type in RL again. Right here, RL. And we can go. Okay. I think I know what happened. Let's do it again. RL. This should work now. It still hasn't worked. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So let's see what the issue might be. Okay. So we'll switch off this code. Like so. So what we might need to do is take this away like so. And only move forward when we detect a redstone. Let's see if that works now. So we'll type in RL. Go. Did I switch to false? I did. True. Play. Go. Good. Now you can see it's built a bridge. And it stops exactly where we want. So now I can walk past and I can safely cross the river and the lava. Perfect. So this was everything you need for the lesson. I'm giving you the tools you need, but I'm not showing you how to do the end obstacle course, right? So if things get really difficult, I will help you and I will change things. So for example, here, maybe if you can't figure this out, because to be honest, I couldn't figure it out here. This was a little bit difficult using the block coding that we have. I might add the same redstone wall, which is perfectly fine. And you should be able to replicate what we've done here on this obstacle course so that you can overcome this big wall here. So hopefully that makes sense and you're excited for the next lesson. We're going to be doing one more lesson after this on conditionals and while loops, but it won't be related to mazes or obstacle courses. It's going to be more like our previous lessons, our building lessons. So hope you have a wonderful day and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.